So one thing that parents often don't know is that when they're looking to set up a 504 and IEP, they're wondering how that process goes and whether their school will be required to do that. And the answer is, if it's a public school, then they're required to work with you. If it's a private school, then the private schools aren't set to the same degree. Sometimes they will work with you and help you build some accommodation and modifications, but they don't actually have to provide that special education accommodations like the public schools do. And that includes also charter schools. So there are public charter schools, and they're also held to the same standard as the more traditional public schools. When I'm first working with parents, one of the things that I let them know is that this is an iterative process. So the first step is letting the school know that you would like a special education review, and so I recommend that they do that in writing. That way they can get the process started. And it is a process. The school has a certain period of time that they can look at how the child is doing academically. They can do a number of other kind of evaluations that they're doing, which includes external evaluations and numbers and tests if you have those. Once that is complete, then they'll convene and they'll have a meeting, and that's where they sort of decide what are all of the accommodations, what are modifications that are needed, what kind of special education plan are we looking for. And then even after that is done, there's a process that the school will go through to kind of assess how they're doing throughout the year. And I recommend that the parents be involved in that process, and that if they feel like they need a meeting more frequently, that they request that in writing, and then the key decision makers can be involved in that and kind of figure out how their child is doing across the time.